So I got my hands on OnePlus A60 once again. So if you want to convert or update your converted OnePlus A60 to OnePlus 15 or OxygenOS latest version, so watch this video till the end and follow each step carefully.
Warning, this process involves software modification and ROM conversion. Perform it only if you fully understand the risks. Incorrect steps may cause boot issues, data loss, or software problems. Back up all your important data before starting. Follow every step carefully. Proceed at your own risk. I am not responsible for any damage, data loss, or issues that may occur during the process. Always make sure you are using the correct files and firmware for your OnePlus i6T model. Convert/update, download, and install A6T drivers. Download firmware from Daniel Springer. A6T Oxygen OS flashers, latest version, any download platform tools download. Deep testing app, all links are in description. Skip step 1 if you are updating step 1. Install deep testing app and apply will be approved in 2 working days. After approved, unlock bootloader step 2. Flash firmware after flashing complete reset phone from settings is a must. If you are converting step 3, download Kernel Su next app, install patch init_boot, img copy on PC, and flash on partition. Init_boot, enter phone, use Zygus module and play integrity, fix module to fix if you are facing banking apps issue because of unlocked bootloader.
Welcome back to the channel with yet another interesting video. I got my hands on OnePlus A60 once again. I'm going to show you how you can convert or update your OnePlus A60 to global OnePlus 15 or OxygenOS 16.0.9, which is the latest version for so far now. First of all, enable developer options from about phone by clicking 5 times on version number, then go to developer options and enable OEM unlocking. Now we need to download deep testing application. We will Google OnePlus A60 convert to 15R. Then down here we will find the link for deep testing application for the A60. Now open Google again and search for Daniel Springer. Once the site is open, we will find the OnePlus A60 folder and then go into OxygenOS flashers folder and download the latest version of 16.0.9, which is so far now. Download this file now. Now install that deep testing application and apply now. If it doesn't work, try again and again. Change your internet connection. It will take almost 2 days to approve your application. After your application is approved, connect your phone to PC and enable USB debugging from developer options. Connecting phone to PC, we will go to download folder into our device and find that super happy flasher file and copy that and paste into the storage of our PC. Now after copying is complete, we will extract this folder onto our PC. After your application is approved, go to deep testing application, apply now and click on start deep testing. Wait for your phone to reboot into bootloader. Connect to PC and open command prompt from platform tools and type command fastbootd space flashing space unlock and press enter. And you will get a prompt on your phone screen. Click volume down and press power button to unlock your bootloader. Now your phone will reboot and start formatting your data. So always keep in mind to back up all your data before starting this procedure. And you will get an orange state warning on your boot screen. Do not worry, it's because of unlocked bootloader. So after formatting, quickly set up your device again and enable developer options and enable USB debugging and connect to PC again. Or either you can do this by pressing a volume up and down button or typing command. You can reboot into bootloader with all 3 options. So I am doing this with the firmware flasher. That's an easy way to go to reboot to bootloader. Or you can type command adb space reboot space bootloader. After entering bootloader, we will go to the super flasher folder and run super flasher. After running super flasher, if it stays on waiting for any device, disconnect your device and connect again and press enter. So the flashing firmware process will start. The procedure for flashing will start, and be careful with disconnection or any kind of mishap because it might break your device. So be careful with this procedure. And this procedure will take almost 10 to 15 minutes and wait for all 14 super images to flash, and then your device will reboot.
Wait, if you love smartphone tricks, gaming tests, firmware flashing, Android tutorials, phone reviews, and the latest tech updates, don't forget to subscribe to Riz Tech. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a new video.
After flashing all super 14 images, now my device has been rebooted into Fastbootd Mode. Now you can see my touch screen is not working, and do not need to worry. You will press volume down button 2 times to English and press power button. Now go back to your PC screen and press any key on the keyboard. So be careful with the connection if you disconnect your device, because these partitions are critical. These might break your device. After flashing complete, it will ask you to wipe your data. You do not need to worry if you type Y or N, because it won't wipe your data. You have to manually do it from your phone. If you are updating, you do not need to wipe your data. If you are converting, then you need to wipe your data, but it won't be wiped from recovery because your touchscreen ain't working. So we need to reboot our device into firmware by pressing volume up plus down and then power button. Hold three buttons to reboot our device into firmware. As you can see, touchscreen is not working because that's why we cannot format from here and enter the code to format. So we will reboot our device by pressing volume up plus down plus power button, and then our device will reboot manually. As you can see, my device has successfully booted into the OxygenOS latest version. Now I am going to setting and factory reset my phone because I converted my device. If I would be updating, I won't need to be formatting my data. So that's a must process. If you do not format your data after conversion, you will have issues with apps installation and different type of issues. So keep in mind to factory data reset after convert. If you are updating, you do not need to format. So skip this step if you are updating. After format, we will quickly set up a device. If you are facing issues with banking apps and play integrity like Google Wallet and different apps, then you need to follow this step. And if you doesn't have any issues, you can skip this step or leave from here. Now after setting up our device, we will go to Google Chrome and search for Kernel Su next application to download, or you can use Suki SU or any of these, but do not use Magisk because it will expose your root and you will have issues with different applications. Till kernel SU is downloading, we will connect our phone again to PC and we will go to the super flasher folder on our PC where we extracted. Go to OOS file share folder and find init underscore boot file, and we will copy that file onto our phone. Now that kernel SU has been downloaded, now I will install it on my phone. After installation, go to Kernel Su next from apps and go into not installed. Select the init boot image where we copied into our device and click on next to start patching the image. The image has been patched. We will connect our phone again to our PC and go to download folder and find that file which will be named as Kernel Su next patched. We'll copy that onto our PC now. After copying that image on our desktop, we will go to our device settings once again in about phone and click on version to enable developer options. And from developer options, we will enable USB debugging once again. Now we will go back to firmware flusher, or we can do this with three ways: reboot to bootloader, and we will get a prompt on our phone screen. So always allow this USB debugging through this PC. Now our phone will reboot into Bootloader once again. After entering Bootloader, we will go to command prompt and type this command: fastbootd space flash space init underscore boot space, drag and drop that patched kernel su image and press enter. It will take a few seconds to flash. After that, press power button to start booting our device into operating system. After reboot, I will go to Kernel Su next app, and as I can see, there is written working. So we need to download two modules. One will be Play Integrity Fix from GIT Hub, and the second one will be Zajisk module. So both are necessary because Play Integrity module won't work without Zajisk module. After downloading both modules, go to Kernel Su next, go to modules and select Zygis module. It will start flashing and ask for reboot. After reboot, go back to Kernel Su next. Again, we will go to module and select the Plain Integrity Fix module. This time, it will start flashing again and ask for reboot. Press on reboot to reboot. Now your device is good to go, ready for banking apps and all the apps which need play integrity. You won't face an issue. If you have watched till the end and follow each and every step carefully, then you have successfully converted your device to OxygenOS latest version, which was till now 16.0.9. It still works for the later versions. You do not need to worry about new versions. If you have any further queries or questions, don't forget to ask in comments. And if you like the video, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and hit the bell icon.